Good evening, Warren. Welcome. How are you doing? And good evening to everybody else. Thanks for joining. It's our first show without Morgan Morris, and I grabbed our wonderful chairman, Presidente Capitano Warren, to join me here
How's it?
tonight.
How's it?
Warren,
How's it?
how's it going?
Yeah. Immediately you can see I'm the opposite of Morgan, so he's got grey hair, and then I've got no hair. So yeah, immediate difference there. How's it going, man? I suppose all the Gooners are gonna be in a good mood. Starting the weekend off already. Surely we're gonna be in a good mood. I mean, come on. I mean, what more can you ask for? Our best performance of the season so far, with a smile on
Yeah,
everyone's mouth. So upwards and onwards. But then again, this is Arsenal, so there's always some spice in the storyline. Yeah, how you doing, buddy?
yep. Me, I've been good. I just want to apologize. I'm supposed to have load shedding now at 8 o'clock. So if everything
Okay,
goes black by me, I won't be sharing my video, but yeah, I'll still be here. But other
okay.
than that,
Radio
on the Arsenal
personality. Yeah,
front, yeah, on the Arsenal front, everything is awesome, eh? I mean, looking forward to how things progress from here, and hopefully we don't. What's the
yeah.
word? Regress. So hopefully things are on upward.
Ooh,
Up.
ooh. One step forward, two back, two forward, three and a half back, and then five sideways and two and a half perpendicular to our, this is the Arsenal we're talking about. I mean, but yeah, listen, I mean, definitely 3 points, but also I reckon, I don't know, our best performance of the season. Like I said, I think that's something to hold on to and to build on. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, yeah. Well, on a game, I mean, we basically played well from for the full 90 minutes. I still think our first half against Spurs was the best half of football we played. But if you look at the whole match, Friday was probably the best match we played so far this season.
Yeah,
And
can't really
and
argue
Aston
with that. Yeah.
and Aston Villa is a tricky fixture. I mean,
Yeah,
they know walkover. They know
no,
walkover at all. I
absolutely.
mean, if you look at that team, they're pretty good.
Yeah, I
And
mean, they
and yeah,
especially,
with
yeah, like you said, especially in midfield, I was kind of expecting us not to have so much space like we had against Spurs. But we still
yeah,
managed to find our way through it.
yeah. Of course. I mean, and funny enough, if I think of Emil Smith Rowe's goal, I think the commentator said that, or Arteta said that this team he has is not good enough to transition. And just as the commentator says that, we transition into a
Oh
goal.
my goodness!
So,
Listen here, some of those
um,
commentators are, but oh my goodness, some of them are poor cheapers. Oh my goodness! Oh.
dude, you know who I hate when commentating our games is that bloody prick, Andy Townsend. Oh my God, he's got nothing good to say about Arsenal.
Oh,
Nothing. He
I almost thought you were going to say Tim Sherwood. I mean, that guy,
no,
Jesus.
no, Andy Townsend for me, he is a bloody dick. Sorry to say that, but
There's a few of
um,
them.
let's
There's a few of them. Yeah.
yeah,
Alrighty.
yeah. So on tonight's show, we've got actually, I'm glad we've got these two guys here because I know for a fact these two guys are Teta out. And with our current
He's
form, I'd
yeah, okay.
love to hear what they've got to say. I know they are. I mean, I've seen them on Facebook, and I can see Wolfie laughing there in the background, so he knows it's true. So let me welcome Wolfie and Nigel to the stream and get their thoughts. Let's first go the thoughts of the game, and we can
Guys,
attack Arteta afterwards.
Why? Listen here. Why these this something is going on here because these guys are all wearing brand spanking new Arsenal kits and flags and banners.
guys,
No,
Yeah.
he's selling beards and meat plain.
Nigel,
What's going on here? I'm wearing
Nigel,
old kits here. Ah, this thing
Nigel
gone
is
was
the England.
This is my
Guys,
pajamas. I'm wearing my pajamas here. I'm sleeping. I don't have any clothes. This oak's wearing new kit from imported from the UK. Yeah, this oak's are rolling in the dough here, man. Yeah. How's it, man?
guys, yeah, good evening, everyone. Welcome. I was probably to get this two jerseys as a gift from a buddy CJ of mine from Wales. So I'm very privileged to thank you, CJ, if you are watching.
Thank you,
So yeah,
CJ. I mean, extra large, CJ. Extra large.
yeah, no, we still got yeah,
Wolfie,
guys.
that's a cool jacket, pal.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no,
I mean, it's Silver
Yeah, yeah.
Walter days. So yeah, old school.
Nice one,
yeah,
Old
this guy.
school.
2002.
Yeah,
Just
well,
confirm.
Old
Let me
school.
just confirm. I'm not an Arteta out. Okay.
check.
One thing.
Ian's comment here is so spot on.
Listen, let me
Hey,
just
I really like
explain
Ooh,
Ian's
myself.
comment here. These two,
yeah,
these two are the
they
leaders
really.
of the
Oh,
Teta out
ooh,
movement.
yes.
Yes,
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, ooh.
I'm the chairman of Teta Art, but tonight
Yes,
is not about
people.
Teta. I'm the chairman. As the vice chairman, they're sitting over with a red top on. But tonight is not going to be about Arteta. It's about the performance of the Arsenal. What a
Yeah.
performance! As Warren just said there, as Warren said, it's the best performance of the season. That's true.
Yeah.
That is so true. From start to
No,
finish, brilliant,
definitely. I want to do that. Well,
brilliant,
let's just get stuck right into it. That's the way I wanted to start. I wanted to get your Nigel and
brilliant.
Wolfie's just your general feelings on the game, and then if you guys can maybe just give us your thoughts also in that what you thought of the 4-4-2 formation that we had. Nigel, you want to go with you first?
Okay, let me just make clear myself, guys. I said I want to give Arteta until the end of the season. I didn't say he must go out, but I will say it now, and I won't change my tune if it doesn't make Europe this season. Okay, because then the board needs to think about it, about his position at the club. The reason why is because he's been almost 2 years at the club and he spent the most money of any manager since Wenger. I can't even remember that Wenger spent almost 200 million for 2 seasons, almost 3 million on players. So he's got a little bit of pressure. I'm not sure if he's got pressure on the board, but for me, at the fans, that's where the pressure is. So for me, I will give him until the end of the season. If it doesn't make Europa League, I mean, also football club, we forget what club we are. And everyone
Okay,
knows Arsenal
so
as
is
Europe.
Arteta out with terms and conditions though?
Yeah, no.
So what?
Terms and
So what
conditions.
But
happens, Nigel? So what happens if we finish ninth but we win the Carabao Cup? What now?
that's not good
We
enough.
finish ninth
Because,
and we
but
win the Carabao Cup. You're gonna give him a chance?
Carabao Cup going to Europe,
Yes.
that's good enough.
Okay, it is.
You're gonna give a guy. You just said Arsenal Football Club.
I
You
did
said
not say
Arsenal Football Club is a big club.
you must listen.
Ninth place. No,
You must
come on,
listen.
man.
This
Aren't we
man needs
ninth
to
already?
this man needs
Ninth
to
place is
listen.
not good enough, man.
I want Wolf to listen a bit. Okay? I said if he doesn't make Europe, I did not
I'm,
say we
I'm
must
gonna take notes now, guys. I'm gonna take notes.
So,
I'm
so
gonna
Europe
take notes.
says Europe the team
European.
for you.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna take notes now. European League,
European, take it, record it, it's recorded.
European place.
Wolf,
Even,
Wolf,
even if we
Chelsea finished
relegated.
first place. Wolf, listen, you need to
The
listen.
Carabao Cup.
Listen, Wolf. Chelsea came
Okay.
fifth place one season, sixth or fifth place, and they still qualified for Champions League. No one was talking about Chelsea came fifth and sixth, and they qualified through. I think someone won the Champions League. That's how they qualified and something like that. But anyway,
Are you saying
besides that,
Europa League or Champions League he must make?
I think they qualified coming fourth or fifth or something. I'm not sure. One season they didn't make top four. But anyway,
Okay.
but
So what do you
what
reckon
I'm
Aston
saying,
Villa Friday night? Aston Villa. What is your thoughts? I mean, you think
okay,
it was
look,
our best one yet or what?
our form has been inconsistent. Okay, That's where the fans is on Arteta's case. Say we like a yo-yo. You understand? We go one up, then we go two down. You understand what I'm saying? So that for me, we're very inconsistent. Yes, I predicted 1-1 without Lacazette, and I said
Yeah.
with Lacazette we're gonna win 3-1 because Lacazette brings another dimension. He actually brings everyone into play because Aubameyang can't do what he does. He can't keep ball up. Aubameyang doesn't drop in the middle again. So what Lacazette does, he brings everyone into play. He even make Smith Rowe a better player, even Shaka. Because once that three is placed together, it's a different ball game than Aubameyang coming through the middle. But Aubameyang, yes, we play the 4-4-2, but sometimes Aubameyang drops a lot on the wing. Just check it out. He likes to come from the wing, which is his best position, coming from the wing.
So
But
do you think, Nigel? Do you think that the 4-4-2 sort of was one of the reasons why we had such a good performance?
yeah, no, I can say that because Arsenal Football Club was always recognized for two strikers in our history. We were always recognized for two strikers. I don't know since when Wenger's last few years we started to play one up front with Giroud or Edebao. Oh, sorry, Edebayo.
Adebayo.
Yeah. So we were always recognized for two strikers. I think we even if we play 3-5-2, so long there's two strikers up in front, basically it makes us stronger. You understand? So
Yeah.
I think about the performance in Aston Villa, it is one of our best performance
Yeah.
because all over the pitch, all
Yeah.
over the pitch, from keeper until striker. But I
Okay.
feel there's certain players are starting to get burnt out, Warren.
Can you
Like
name them?
Shaka is
Yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
You can see by the in the second half, in the first 10 minutes, Shaka looked tired on the field. And he must start playing players like Martinelli, which one he's an Olympic champion. He makes the Brazil squad, but he can't even start in the Arsenal team for 10 minutes. I mean, seriously. You
Wolfie?
understand? So
Sorry, now
Wolfie,
I'm with you. I'm with you. That's a good call. I also, Nigel, I'm with you on the Saka sort of. I actually said it last season that really, this guy's played every minute of every game. He's played through the off season for England. He started immediately for us. The same thing happened with Jack Wilshere a few years ago. We just played that guy to death, and look what happened to him. You know, and I'm fearing the same thing is going to happen to
people
Saka. But
say they
I'm
are
with you.
young. Warren, people say that they are young, they can run all the time. But I'm telling you, a young body burns out quicker
Yeah,
than an
prone
older
to
one.
prone to serious injury. Now I'm with you on that. Wolfie,
Yeah.
Aston Villa on Friday night,
Look,
3 points. What is your thoughts and do you? What's your comments and view on the change in formation of Zal to 4-4-2? What is your feelings on it?
I mean, look, it was a disappointing. Monday's result was very disappointing. That draw that was like a defeat on Monday. But I think Arteta's hand was forced in the 67th minute against Crystal Palace, and that was the run up to the Aston Villa game. What we saw in the 67th minute when Lacazette came up, the difference he made coming up, the difference in energy and desire, passion, and he was forced to start Lacazette against Aston Villa. And yeah, look, Lacazette brings the best out of Smith Rowe and Saka, and even Obama would prefer playing with Lacazette than to be up front on his own. Look, Aston Villa, we haven't beaten Aston Villa in a very, very long time. And if I would have had a choice between uh, a, a, a winning prediction between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa, I would have predicted us to beat Crystal Palace and draw against Villa. So yeah, it was like I said, Arteta's hand was forced to change the formation with the starting inclusion of Lacazette from a 4-3 into a 4-4-2 formation. And as you guys said, it was, for me personally, it was the best performance of the season from start to finish. Like I always say, the best form of defense is attack. And that first half is evidence of how Arsenal should be playing their football under any manager. You got to dominate, you got to attack. I mean, Aston Villa had no answers for us in the first 45 minutes. And we carried it into the second half. And it was all about marshalling the game out, to manage the game out. My only negative thing that I can say is exactly what Nigel said about Saka and about Aubameyang. Both of them look tired because they've been working so hard. I mean, both of them started Monday's games and they started Friday's games. Now, these are, 4 days difference. So Arteta needs to learn to manage his players, energy levels, all those kind of things. Guys, like we saw what the introduction of Lacazette could bring. Now we got to think about adding Martinelli and giving Saka a rest. We need to give the guy game time sometime during the season. Are we going to wait for Saka to pick up a injury that's going to keep him out for 3 months, or are we going to manage his career? But at the end of the day, it was all about the 3 points, and it was a well-deserved win.
Can Martinelli play? If you just think about it now, say for example, like both you and Nigel were sort of hinting at dropping Saka, me as well. Do you think Martinelli, who normally plays on the left for us, do you think he can do a job on the right, where Saka normally plays?
Yeah, no, I think he can. I think he can because look, the boy is talented, no doubt. Even the Brazil in Brazil, they rate him as the new Ronaldo, and not because of they say that he's good, but we saw what he can do under Unai Emery. You understand? How many times did the Martinelli save us under Unai Emery and score all their goals? You understand? So now at the moment he's not playing. So obviously the confidence can go because a young player, remember that if he doesn't get the game, their form can dip. But I feel when Martinelli comes on, even if it's 5 minutes, you can see that hunger. I think he's got a very, very strong mentality for a 19-year-old. But the thing is, I didn't understand. Everyone asked the question all over the world. All Arsenal supporters asking, why is he not playing? What is going on training? Is it maybe discipline, or is it? Everyone's asking questions because this boy can play. And I mean, the last time he played, I think it's people say that, yeah, he had his chance in the first 3 games. You can't have your chance against City and Chelsea. Come on.
Yeah.
They're going to score everyone, and especially the beginning of the league. People are going on about Brighton. Yes, we lost. But remember, Brighton came back in the Premiership, back with the supporters.
Brentford. You talk about Brentford.
Sorry, Brentford came back in the Premiership with the supporters back. So the pressure is on in that first game. It doesn't matter if it's Brentford. They even draw against Liverpool, if I'm correct.
Do you one of the sorry guys, I don't know if you can see one of the questions. I think it came up earlier was for the two of you. What's your thoughts on? And I actually wasn't even aware of this. Naseem, I don't know if you can call it up there. It's a comment from Charlton, I think, with regards to the youngest average age of the team. So I mean, I knew we were quite sort of young, but I wasn't sure if we were the youngest. But what's your thoughts? What's your sort of thoughts on that? Is that something that we can sort of we can look at and say we can actually build up on here and put sort of experience with him? I mean, and then improve
Naseem.
from there. What's your thoughts on that?
Naseem.
Yeah. Wolfie, Nigel.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
Wolfie, go.
Look, I don't think we were the youngest. I think because of Friday's game, we became the youngest because
No, we are the youngest. We
Ken-
are the youngest
no,
team in
you
the-
No.
see, they how can I say, they record these kind of things based on
average age with the
Basi-
youngest.
yeah. Look, I think a couple of weeks ago we were like the third youngest, but because Tavares came in for 10, which is I think is 26, 23, so it might have made us the youngest. Now, maybe we now the youngest with with
We are the youngest team in average in the Premiership. It's not
on
because of-
average.
The
So
whole
maybe-
squad
Yeah,
together.
look,
Yeah, the whole squad.
Question
yeah,
around that is maybe-
that depends on the whole squad and the
Yeah.
teams and the players that
Average.
starts. Like
Yeah.
Tavares, he's 23, I think 20, 22. I think he's like 22. And
Tavares
10 is
is
about 26 years old.
20,
So
Tavares is 20.
yeah, so I
Tavares
mean
is
with him
20,
coming,
I think,
with him starting made us the youngest in the league. So if we continue with him, we will be known as the youngest team in the league. But
Yeah,
look,
but-
there's a good
No,
there's a good
Wolfie, you got it wrong. We
Yes.
are the squad.
the
kind of thing.
youngest.
Wolfie,
on a whole. In a
Yes.
whole.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Wolfie,
No,
yes.
Look, Warren.
We are the
for me-
youngest squad. All our players put
Squad.
together.
Squad. Okay.
Sorry, Nigel.
Okay, so
Yeah.
For me, is I like the young squad. I always wanted the average to be young in our team because we've been signing old players. I can't even. If I'm gonna mention, I'm probably gonna mention 2 squads.
Does it mean that we need to? Doesn't mean that we as
wouldn't-
fans we need to be more patient though. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
but-
question.
yeah,
now.
but-
Especially that we've got young players. I know it's a touchy subject. I know it's.
look, we're gonna if you
My concern is
I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
what my concern is about this is since Newcastle came in, okay, since Newcastle came in, has changed the whole game. Has changed the whole game of football at the moment. I'll tell you why I have a concern about our young squad. We have a project probably for 4 years, right? They say in the next 4 years, we're going to be up there, right? I understand that. But you must remember now, because of Newcastle coming in, right? It makes the other teams like City and Chelsea and United and Liverpool spending more money. You understand? So they're going to spend more money because of Newcastle because this is a new powerhouse coming up. So where are we going to be? We're going to sign, we're going to stick with these players, but they can replace players anytime they want. We can't do that. So if they need a striker, Newcastle, City, whatever, they're going to sign a striker now.
So what are you saying? Are you happy or are you not happy that we got such youngsters in the team?
Look,
Where do you stand with it?
we have nothing.
Okay,
We
look.
can't do anything because we can't spend money. We have to go this way. We have to use this model to build our team. That means it's to winning the league. It extends it much more
Okay.
longer that we expected because of Newcastle.
Wolfie,
look,
Wolfie want to say?
I
No?
mean, there's a. I don't know if you guys listened to the interview after the game, where they asked Arteta. I can read it for you guys. They asked Arteta, "Is this Arsenal at their very best?" And Arteta, he replied, "It was very close." What I liked the most was the way the team reacted to Monday evening's result. We accepted it wasn't good enough. Now, based on the youngest team, here's the answer.
Okay.
We're the youngest team in the league. Okay, now you got to listen, as Nigel said, listen. But that's not an excuse. We can't change the age. We have to bring the belief that they can play at this level because they can. So, like I said, it's top class youngsters that has been come through. We talk about Newcastle, but we spend 50 million on a centre back. It's a lot of money, but he's a class centre back, and he is, for me, he is top class, and he's going to get better. He's a baller. So
one of
we're not getting these
Yeah.
youngsters for free. We are paying a lot of money. It's now down to the manager to get the best out of what he has.
Now, one youngster that I'm desperate to hear you guys' thoughts on this, was I thought he looked quite lively in that game. Obviously, still some fine tuning, all right.
It was
But
brilliant.
our left back, Tavares, that played left back for us in the Villa game. What was your thoughts and feelings on his performance? Is this guy, if given the opportunity, do you think this guy can seriously challenge Kieran Tierney for that left back position?
Warren, since
Yeah.
he didn't even start, all the time he came up from the bench, he done something, even in the 15, 10 minutes. If you guys look, we won't go back to highlights, whatever, but every time he came on as a sub, he actually was live. So I told a friend of mine, I said, Leicester, watch out for this guy because I saw when he came from the bench, this boy got something. And that creates healthy competition. It's not a bad, people say, what about Turner now? It creates good competition in the team. And both of them are young. So look,
But I'm going to put you on the spot. I'm putting you guys on the spot now. Can he take Tierney's jersey off him? Because I personally, and I'm a major Tierney fan last season, but I thought he's been average to below average this season. He hasn't been anywhere close, and I don't know what is going on. He hasn't really had the odd niggle, so we can't always hop on injuries being the issue. But he's been nowhere near good enough for the left back that we need. And when I saw this guy play on Friday night, the left back, I thought, yeah, here we go. Here we got challenge. Wolfie, what did you think about this guy? Is this
Yeah,
guy, if given another month worth of games, is this guy going to seriously challenge Tierney for the first choice left back position?
I would say no. I would say no, but what I would say is he's done really, really well coming in. That's what you want from a backup. But I can't see him taking Tony's jersey. Absolutely no. Tony is way ahead of him, but I like what I see. He's a very, very good player, but not in this season or next season. I think we still got to see the best out of Tony going forward.
yeah, I think he can take the spot. I'll tell you why, because he's a different kind of player, left back. His style of play, Tavares, his style of play is way different than Turner. It looks like Turner was drained into one thing. He started doing one thing all the time. Get the ball in, cross. Get the ball in, cross, play to Turner. That was our tactics the whole time. Get it to
So what
Turner,
has
cross.
changed? What has changed, Nigel, since last season that you're talking about? What changed with Tierney? What happened? Is it him? Is it the manager? Is it a bit of both? What do you think? Because
Look,
he's definitely listen here. I don't want to hear anything from anyone. That guy's not the same player last season. Unless it's well, hold on. Unless he's got a twin brother that we don't know about. I mean, other than that, what happened to him? Can someone please explain to me what
Look,
happened
it's
to the
it,
guy?
you look.
yeah, I think
All
he was
players go through a
overlooked.
bit. All players do go through a bit of a dip in form. We got to understand that these are human beings. We all love the Tierney that was explosive, direct, solid, jersey in his pants. That's the Tierney that we know. So now the guy had a couple of weak games. Now we're talking about the guy getting benched. He's still the Tierney. At the end of the day, he's playing according Arteta's instructions. Maybe Arteta's telling him to do these kind of things. We don't know.
You reckon it's that? I see how
Yes,
other
I mean
fullback was so bombing forward, and I mean
Warren,
that guy was
yeah,
bombing forward. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying what I'm based
yeah,
on what I
but
saw. I
we
mean that
saw
Tavares guy
Tomiyasu.
was like bang, 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 bang for the whole time. It was like
Tomiyasu,
a
yeah.
TV game. Someone is pressing X on the remote all
Look,
night for
look, you got
Tavares.
look, but you also got to understand
Was
one
it
thing
B?
now. No, you got to understand one thing. Smith Rowe went to the left. That was all changing
Yeah,
formation.
yeah,
Smith
yeah.
Rowe is
You're
brilliant
right.
on the left, and we all saw what Smith Rowe did. He tracked back. How many times didn't Saka play on the left? Then he exposed Tenny. He doesn't track back. So now Tenny's got to go up, but he got to come back too. But no one is helping him. So at the end of the day, you got to look at the formation of Smith Rowe on the left. We put Tenny on the left with Smith Rowe. We're going to be speaking a different story.
yeah, I think Warren personally, I think injuries did hamper his season last year. I mean, he played at the panel. One of the respond there on your chat said that he's made of glass. He plays 3 games and he gets injured. So if you get injured, it can hamper your form because it's a mental thing. because when you come back, you think about injury. You might get injured again, so that can hamper your performance. But look, he was the
How long did
only.
we? Yeah, how long did we wait then? I mean, if that's the excuse, how long? Like, what date? What week
That
or
was
what month?
one.
And, I mean,
We didn't
Look,
really have a backup for
so
the.
because I mean,
I
the games are coming. Listen, whether whatever the games are coming thick and fast. There's tomorrow. There's Saturday. Whether he's ready or he's still crying about his injuries from last season or whatever. But to come back to Hoofy's comment, who would be the optimal choice to play on the left and to bring Tierney back into the equation where he's bombing forward? If not Smith or Osaka, it would be that guy Martinelli or what? Who would be your choice if you had to pick that team? If we're not saying no, it's the guy that's playing in front of him that's not tracking back and whatever. Who would be that guy to
I
play on the
would.
left?
I mean, Smith Rowe plays his best football on the left. He does play his best,
That's his
and
position.
Saka on the right.
back.
Yeah,
No, but I'm saying in terms of
I'm talking
protecting
about
Tierney.
in terms of your protection on the left hand side. I mean, we
So
saw
okay, so he's saying Smith Rowe then.
Smith Rowe
Rowe.
needs to keep. He needs to play on the left. I
Okay.
mean, we see the difference.
Nigel,
Yeah,
what
but
were you going to say?
Warren, let's be realistic here. Turner's form in the last 3 games was not good. We can't accommodate and say, yeah, maybe if we play this player there, then we must know.
Yeah,
His
but you
form
just said the
Hold
same
on,
thing about Martinelli. You just said the exact same thing about Martinelli. You said you made excuses. Hold on. You made excuses for Martinelli's poor performances. He had 3 games. He had 3 games. Am I right, guys? He just said it. Come on. Come on, man.
Check your notes. Check the notes. Check the
He
notes.
needs to
Check
go
the notes.
back. You just now made excuses for Martinelli against Brentford. It's the same thing.
Again,
Guys,
You're contradicting yourself.
Nigel's
You're contradicting
confusing it.
yourself. I'm sorry.
Nigel's confused.
No,
you need to listen. You need to listen.
you contradicting yourself.
No, listen. You need to hear what I said.
What did he say, Nigel? What did he say?
You can't compare
What
Crystal
reason?
Palace. You can't compare Crystal Palace and Brighton to City and Chelsea. I'm sorry, I disagree. So, like I said again, and listen for once.
Okay, listen here. Sorry, listen here. There's 2 players that I want to. Sorry, I need to check time as well. There's 2 players that I definitely want to hear from you guys, even more than the others. And it coincided with our best performance of the season. And I'm gonna keep quiet and listen to you guys, but I want to hear someone and people talk about this now. Pepe and Odegaard. Pepe and Odegaard. Who's gonna take who here? So maybe Nigel can take.
I'll take Pepe. We give Odegaard to Nigel. He likes
Nigel, Odegaard, Wolfie, Pepe. Just to set the tone, set the context, our best performance, okay? It just happened to coincide with the 2 of them being dropped from the team. So Wolfie, you go. You going with Pepe. Go. What is your thoughts on this guy? Your honest feelings about him. Come on.
The guys. Look. I'm
What is world
I
class?
I like Pepe, and I know that I know that he can do something. I really know, and I really believe in him. But he's been poor now of late. He has really been poor.
Lately.
Yeah. Look. I mean that we were 2-1 down. The guys jogging to go get the ball against Crystal Palace. I mean, I don't know what's up with the guy. I mean, you don't pay 72 million for a guy that's going to be jogging around and doing miniature runs by the corner before you take a corner with a free kick. It's poor. He's been really, really poor. I mean,
the guy's got a twinkle to their foot.
Yeah, I mean, as Emery said, he didn't want Pepe. He wanted Zaha, and they gave him Pepe. I don't know why. He's been poor.
Nigel?
Out of casting on that money long time ago, man.
Okay, I think, Naseem, I don't know if you want to tune in here with the Pepe story, but I've given this guy now 2.5 years. I can't wait anymore. I've got children that has grown up to be big people now, and I'm still waiting for Pepe to come good. No, Nigel, Martin Odegaard,
Nigel.
over to you, sir. Martin Odegaard. Nigel, you go.
I'm not a big fan, but I'm not gonna write him off. But I'm not a big fan, right? We always quickly to bring a player down and see the guy perform again. So it's a bit up and down. But the thing is, um, when we signed him last on loan, he didn't impress me really. He reminded me of a young Ozil. They disappear in games. He tracks back when he wants to. He's very lightweight. He gets knock off the ball very, very easily. But one thing I can say about Ozil is Ozil was very direct. When Odegaard is not, he seemed to go sideways a lot. And I was happy actually. I was actually happy that they dropped Odegaard because we needed direct football. Rowie does it very well. He goes, the first thing that Rowie does, his first touch, it always set him forward. Where Odegaard, his first touch going backwards or going sideways, which spoils the play in the middle. I'm not doubting that he will get better. I'm not a big fan, but I'm sure that he can prove us wrong. But he needs to lift this game. He needs to lift this game. He must wake up now. This is England. And he cost 35 million. So everyone talk about this golden boy. Like you say, Warren or Pepe, we're still waiting. I want to see this golden boy. I want Arteta, all these players that we talk about to prove me wrong.
There's a few guys in the comments disagreeing with you, Oaks. Yeah. Billy Mitchell saying Pepe is he's in class. I don't know what class. Maybe it's a woodwork class. They're making benches in for him or so. I don't know. Keeper, Galib. Say, what is Nigel watching? So there's a few people that still support Pepe and Odegaard, but so fair enough. I mean,
Pepe is very predictable. He keeps going on his left foot. He never changes to his right. He's too predictable. He runs in the corner and tries to beat two players on his left foot. He's too predictable. If he can change his game, the way he plays, because he doesn't change his style, they know him already. That's why he's not effective.
Naseem, brother, what do you say on this stuff here? Pepe, Odegaard. Come on, be honest here. We all friends here. Be honest here.
So Odegaard, I'm with Nigel when it comes to last season. He didn't impress me. I don't know what he done to deserve the sale to Arsenal. I just take it that they see something in him that we don't see.
That just see something, Xhaka. I don't know.
Yeah. So look, Odegaard gives glimpses to and shows what he can do, and he's also still young. He's only 23 years old, so we have to give him time. The 1 foot wonder bothers me a bit. Yes, there are players. There's lots of players that couldn't use their weaker foot at all. But in today's game, it's difficult to look past that. Pepe. So with Odegaard, I'll give him a chance. I'll give him time. I mean, it's his first full season here, and let's see what he does. Pepe, I don't know. I think if we eyeing somebody better, just take our losses and sell him. I think we've waited long enough for him.
I don't think he will be
there's no more excuses. I mean, I was one of those people that was hoping he would come good. But then again, he also seemed to be that type of player that needs to get a run of games consistently.
Oh my glory! Oh my word! Are we back to the Abu Dhabi days? Are we waiting 8 years for the Oak to come?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
I'll tell you what. This is settle the argument. I already told my mother to bake a cake, and then we can raffle him off this week at the church bazaar. With paper, okay. We're gonna raffle him off. $2 ticket, okay. Listen here, Naseem, where are we going on to next? We just need to be careful of time here. Where are we going on to next? Is it quiz time or what?
Well, yeah, we can do the quiz. Okay, so because I don't know how I still have electricity, I'm supposed to have load shedding.
Eskom load shedding.
Yeah, I'm
supposed to go out to the rain, my bro.
So what I'm going to do is Nigel and Wolfie, the banners at the bottom, you can see this, right? When it scrolls at the bottom.
Okay.
Can you see that? Can you? Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'm going to put the questions in there. And then you can just tell us A, B, or C. Okay? It's probably the best way to do it.
Use
Okay,
Google.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so and I will give you the answer. I won't obviously type the answer in. So here's the first question. What was the result of the first ever Premier League encounter between Arsenal and is this Leicester?
Arsenal Villa.
Arsenal Villa, sorry. What was the first ever result in the first ever Premier League encounter between Arsenal and Aston Villa at the Emirates? So A is 1. B.
At the Emirates.
At the Emirates
At the
Stadium.
Emirates.
B.
Yeah.
Nigel says B. Wolfie says
okay.
B. There's two
B.
B's. That's two B's. So B, what was
Two
B
Bs.
there? B is 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1.
And the correct
Arsenal.
answer is
The correct answer is A, 1-1.
Yes.
our first Gilberto scored for Belfast. I remember that day.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I
So,
remember. Yeah.
Why did you say that? You stole the kid with the gold stripe right now.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
there we go. That's the one. Okay. I'm just doing the next one. Okay, so the next one, so you can read it also. Okay. What former England international that previously played for Aston Villa in the late 80s?
You will
signed
change
for
the
Arsenal?
question at the bottom there, Naseem.
Okay. Sorry. So, what former England international that previously played for Aston Villa in the late 80s signed for Arsenal in July of 1995?
B.
David
Yeah.
Platt, that's B. Yeah.
B.
Yeah.
Right, and so they
Yeah,
never
yeah.
played
B.
Aston Villa.
and the answer is B. I
David
think.
Platty with a header.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so doing the next one. 1 second. Paste.
I answered first,
Okay.
no? So I'm one up with you.
He got to the. We're gonna do a VAR. VAR. He's got to the penalties and got to go for Lacazette move.
Okay. In the last 10 home league games, Aston Villa against Aston Villa, how many of those games did Arsenal lose? 4, 3,
B.
or 1?
B.
B. Is that Wolfie with B? Nigel?
I'm gonna go.
Home games.
Just
Home
hold on,
games,
Billy.
yeah.
Can you repeat that question?
Wait.
In the last 10 home league
Home
games
league.
against Aston.
Oh, yeah.
Home
I see
league.
my
Yeah.
number B.
Okay,
I'm
how
gonna-
many did Arsenal
I'm just-
lose?
I'm gonna go C because I don't want to be the same with Nigel now. I'm gonna go C. One. I doubt it, but I'm gonna take my chance.
We lost.
One.
We lost last year at home 3-0. If I'm correct.
We lost last year at home, but the
But
previous
probably
one we did.
It can't be one because this is the last.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna go
Time's
C.
Time's up. Okay.
I'm gonna go
You
C.
both are wrong. You both are wrong. The answer is A. It's 4.
What? Yes. Aston Villa.
Whoa! How did you say
Aston
one?
Villa.
How did you say
We
one?
actually, guys, we got a very poor record. Well, we had a very poor record against Villa, though, man. Actually, very poor.
Yeah.
How did you say one? We lost last year.
No. We lost last year home and away. We lost last year home and away.
One. That's already one.
Yeah.
This is last 10 games.
10 league, the last 10 home league games against Villa.
10
No,
games.
I thought since Arteta took over, we might have been poor anyway.
No, what's in that bottle you drinking there?
Oh, word. Naseem, what we on to
Okay,
now?
guys. Well, thoughts on tomorrow and Saturday, because we've got 2 games this
Yeah.
week. We got the Carabao Cup against Leeds tomorrow.
Just some
I
good
don't know how
news.
many people.
Some good news on that. So SuperSport is showing the game tomorrow night at opposite against Leeds United, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
And then we've got Leicester on the weekend. So let's start with the Leeds game, Nigel. I mean, well, what you're looking forward to? I think we've got a pretty strong squad. And we're obviously looking at wholesale changes. What are you looking to see players giving a run?
I'll be honest with you. I'm more worried about our backline being changed than our front. I think we got players good enough to win leads up front, like Martinelli can start. Give Pepe a chance. I mean, he's been up and down, but he can sometimes do it. I'm more worried at the back. I'm more worried about the holdings, the lesson nets. I'm worried about the defense more than going forward. I mean, we got players in the middle. I mean, Odegaard will probably start. I think Laconga will start again. And I think Tavares will probably start again. But I'm more worried about that centre back. I'm being serious. I'm not worried about going forward because our defense has been very, very good. Since, remember, I think after 3 games that we conceded 9 goals, right? 9 goals in our first 3 games, and we conceded only 4 goals in 6 games, which is very, very good. So I'm more worried about the defense. Who's he going to start the defense tomorrow night? I think he needs to basically split it up. The guys is not playing, and half of the guys is not. Leno will probably start tomorrow. So yeah. So I'm more worried about. Yeah, I agree with Clint. I think Patino. I actually watched the under 23s. I do watch, and I do watch the ladies team, Wolfie. The women's, I watch them as well.
Oh, we
Pablo
do.
Marie.
Yeah, no. Look. I don't know, man. Pablo. I don't know what happened to him though. He was quite good last year, to be honest. Maybe it's the first 3 games, Warren.
Yeah,
Naseem, it was
could be.
quite tough
The
games.
tough games,
But it
huh?
was a tough game, and remember now we lost against Bradford, and the confidence can, the fans was praising the guys because after that game, maybe we'll see a different Mari or a different holding.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wolfie, what do you think
Let's
for tomorrow's game, Leeds?
Yeah, look, I just read now that Leeds have won or progressed from just 3 of 12 domestic cup ties against Arsenal, beating them in 1968, 1972, and 1997. So, look, Leeds, they got a lot of injuries. They got a couple of injuries. They're obviously going to be playing a couple of youth players. They obviously poor. I don't have they won in the league. I don't know if they won in the league yet.
I think they have
But
won once in the
one
league.
game
Yeah.
once, yeah.
Yeah.
So the focus is probably on the league because they got a lot of players injured. So they wouldn't want to risk a lot of first team players. Think they obviously have the eye on the weekend. But as Nigel just said, it's also now down to Arteta to ring the changes. Aubameyang needs a rest. Saka needs a rest. Like I said, I don't know if he came off injured. Party might need a rest also. We know the guy. We need to manage him. So Maitland-Niles, and we got good news. We might see Pepe and Odegaard in the starting 11.
Oh my
So
word.
I
Okay.
that would
think
be a good
Alex,
sign for Warren.
I think Alex, what you mentioned there at the bottom, I think that players there is good enough to win leagues.
Yeah.
Yeah. It depends. Yeah,
I mean,
we need to score goals. We need to score goals. We need one of either Aubameyang or Lacazette to play some part in that game. I mean, we do need a little bit of experience up front. So maybe one of each needs to play some part. but our team should be more than capable of getting a positive
Yeah, I
result.
think
I mean,
okay.
players like
Alex put a
Elneny,
good team out there.
what is Alex team?
Yeah, that's a good
Holding
team.
Murray to it's a good team. What's this? Estimator now, Sambi, Martinelli, Odegaard, like I said. Yeah, it's a good team.
Perfect.
It's a good team. I mean, this team should be more than capable of getting a result. Definitely.
Yeah, I think you'll probably play Kalashnik instead of Travaris. I think so.
Colossus, yeah.
You probably.
The one,
I mean,
Whoa.
so here's the other question.
you know who it remind me of? Oleg Lusny. Remember Oleg Lusny?
Hey, listen,
Who's
that
this?
guy played well for us.
No,
That guy played well for us.
That's a horse. What are you talking about? Come on.
The horse.
What are you insult that man? Come on.
No, man.
Hey, that was his nickname, bruh.
They called him the
Oleg
horse. Yeah.
Lushny.
No, man.
Yeah, his nickname was the horse.
Yeah.
The way he runs, man. The way he runs.
Who's
Yeah.
this?
You know, he's just a tank, man. But
Yeah. He was good, though.
You see, the different Oleg Lusny, he had better players at that time with him who can lead him that time. Remember, there was different players. I mean, I'm sure Kalasinas must be better if you was Tony Adams next day.
On to the big one on Saturday, though. There's an early kickoff. Yeah.
The other thing, I mean, if the result tomorrow isn't positive, I mean, is that a big red X against Arteta, or it's only Carabao Cup? We don't care.
Look, we got to win this game. I mean, it's a good chance, as Nigel said. It is a good chance to get us into the Europa League. I mean, Man City, they've been winning this cup for the last 5 years or something.
Seriously.
So so we need. I mean, we are more than capable. We should be winning. I wouldn't even think of going into penalties. Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we gotta win this one. This team should be able to get us over the line.
Okay.
Scrape us.
So on to Saturday and Jamie Vardy. Is he going to score?
Saturday's a massive game. It's a massive game. I mean,
it's gonna be tough.
A lot is going to rest on Arteta and his game plan. He doesn't seem to have game plans going into games, but a lot's going to rest on his starting 11. We need the same intensity like we had against Aston Villa. If we're going to play the way we played against Crystal Palace, we're not. Leicester's going to rip us to shreds. But if we play with the same passion and intensity like we played against Villa, we should get a good result. And it's massive. If we look at the table, 12 to 5th, I mean, it's like a point separating us. And everybody's playing each other. I mean, if you look at Man United's playing Spurs, we're playing Leicester. So
that's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point,
So at the end of the day, if we don't pick up 3 points there, we drop down again to 12. Then it's again Arteta out days. So it's massive. It's a massive game that we really need to win that game.
Do you think we'll go with the same 4-4-2 again, or what do you think? Do you think people change it up?
I mean, why change? Why do you want to change a team that's playing so well? A team that won, a team that's dominating, a team that's scoring goals. Everybody owned their position in that game against Aston Villa. Surely they have to all start. Surely they have to start.
We mustn't forget that Leicester City also been inconsistent this season. I think they're laying the same points as us, if I'm correct.
Yeah, correct.
They've also been
Leicester.
inconsistent. They've been winning Man United, whatever, but then they lose a draw against the Minnows, if you can call them that. So
they actually hit a bit of form though, Nigel, eh? Well,
they beat United and they beat Brentford City now. They
won in the Europa League, so they actually won 3 of the last games. Okay. They scored like 11. They scored like 11 goals in their last 3 games. That's pretty good form.
They are in form.
We got the same points, if I'm correct.
Yeah, we're on same points now. Yeah.
That's why it's such a huge game.
We can actually move to.
Yeah, does anybody know if Jamie Vardy is injured? Because I think he only played 45 minutes on the weekend,
He
if I
did. I
remember
think he did come.
correctly.
Yeah, I think he did come off. I'm not sure what happened to him though. I was watching the other game. I didn't hear anything about any injuries. Yeah, fingers crossed with that.
Yeah. So let's get to predictions, guys.
Two predictions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do predictions. We
I'm
only
gonna
got
go
3 minutes.
3-1. I personally think that we're gonna win this game. I'll tell you why. I'm saying we're gonna win this game 2-1. Um, the guys are the high. Lacazette is back. And if you see Lacazette playing, he doesn't just bring anything on the field. If he plays, you see how the stadium go. The
Yeah.
fans are the place is just mad when Lacazette play because he goes to the fans and go like that if they quiet. So Lacazette brings a different thing than Aubameyang. Maybe I would personally think that Lacazette is a better captain than Aubameyang because of the way he encourages the team, the way he fights on the field, the way he wants to get the ball back, and the way he encouraging the crowd. That is captain material that we were looking for someone that can say, "Let's go, man!" That is someone that we need, and
Yeah.
Lacazette brings that to the
What
team.
was your? Sorry, I lost your prediction, now, Nigel. What did you say?
2-1,
Your prediction?
2-1 to
2-1.
Arsenal. Yeah.
Okay.
Leicester
Wolfie,
Leeds.
Leicester
But
City.
Leicester
Leicester.
City. I'm going to be positive here. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to go with a 3-1 to Arsenal.
Shoo.
3-1 to Arsenal. Look, Leicester City, they're going to score a goal. I'm going to tell you that. They got fantastic players going forward, playing with each other for years now. So they're going to put us under a bit of pressure. But if we can play with that same intensity and keep him on the back foot for large
Play
periods of the
better.
game, yeah, and keep him on the back foot for large periods of the game, I think we can shock them. I think we can shock them 3-1. 3-1
Warren,
to
your
Very
thoughts?
confident. Very confident.
Yeah,
No, nothing wrong with that. It's just normally when we like that,
Go,
then
Alex
then
Ball,
we
2-0.
2-0, 2-0,
2-0
3-1.
again. Yeah. I'm gonna
Hey,
because you guys are so positive, I'll be negative. I'll be the opposite of you, Oaks. Which means I'll probably be right.
What?
I'm gonna go 2-0.
Oh,
2-0.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0, yeah.
No,
Yeah, look,
I'm even going to be more negative than Warren. I think we're going to lose 2-1.
hey, come on, man. Why do these guys get us on the show if they say we negative? Yes, come on. Everybody say I'm negative. No, come on, man. Look, guys.
2-1. 2-1 if Vardy is not injured.
Guys,
I'll
we
rather be
gotta,
wrong now than wrong on Saturday night. I'd rather be wrong
Guys,
now.
Yeah.
we got a good
Yeah, me
opportunity
too.
here.
You know what, guys? If we do win, you know what a big step forward that can be.
It's a huge opportunity.
Definitely.
Listen, we said the exact same thing against Palace
It's a
as well,
huge-
and then
yeah,
and
I
look what
mean-
happened there. I mean, oh my glory!
Yeah,
oh my
look,
word.
it's a huge opportunity. It's a huge opportunity. I hope that Arteta plays his cards right. I mean, if he twinkles on this team and puts in other and no, you should just stick with what he has now. I mean,
What?
like Nigel said,
Watch how Odegaard and Pepe play on Saturday. Just
I mean-
watch
I'm
this,
just
guys.
happy that the focus is off Arsenal now because of United. Because of United. Okay, that was doing a good job. I'm just happy. No more memes. No more memes coming to me. No more memes coming to me on Facebook about
Yeah, we
Arsenal.
level on points with United as well, eh?
Now this is only United now.
One point behind them.
United.
No, we level on points. Now we level.
Yeah.
We level on points with them.
Yeah,
14.
there were 9 points.
14. Sorry, 14. We
There were
level on
9
points with them.
Okay.
There's like 4 or 5 teams on 14 points. So Wolf is right. If we win,
Yeah,
look at these a massive motivation, and the boys should look at that as some kind of dangling carrot for them to say, look, if we win this game,
yeah,
we could bloody well be in the top 4 if other results
Look.
maybe You know,
if we can win this
honestly,
game,
I think
if we can win this
Brighton go to Anfield on Saturday after our game.
yes.
So by the time they play Liverpool, we could be in the top four, baby. Come on, come on.
Exactly. That's what I said. If we can beat Leicester City, remember after Leicester City, we got a basically winnable game against Watford at the Emirates, and then from there we go.
Hold on. That thing is winnable. You know.
Hold on.
Just keep it.
Hold on. If we win
guys.
Leicester City, we get Watford, and that is a good platform to play Liverpool at Anfield.
Just
One game at a time. One game at a time.
Come on.
Bro, you're too fast.
I'm like Smith Rowe. I'm like Smith Rowe. I'm all over the place. Come on, Arsenal.
Who was at the Liverpool
Okay,
game?
guys.
Hold it. Naseem, are we calling it? We're gonna call it.
Yeah, we're calling it there. Wolfie, Nigel, always great to have you guys on board. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Come on, you Gooners.
Have you back.
Nothing against again, man.
I think the next time I'll have you back is when we lose, because then you can go on your walk it out every game.
All right, Naseem, love
thanks
you.
a lot.
Cheers, guys.
Love you.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Shalom. See you guys.
Yeah.
Cheers, man.
Cheers. Bye, guys. Bye. Guys in the chat, thanks a lot for joining us. We'll catch you next week. Same time, same place. Enjoy. Bye-bye.